What if an explosion didn't just shatter buildings, but consumed the air itself? What if the most destructive force wasn't metal fragments, but pressure and heat moving faster than the human body can react? In modern warfare discussions, one controversial category of weapons often appears in headlines: thermobaric weapons, sometimes called fuel air explosives. This documentary does not glorify them. It does not promote them. Instead, it asks a deeper question: what happens when science pushes the limits of destruction, and where does humanity draw the line? The word thermobaric combines two ideas: thermo, meaning heat, and baric, referring to pressure. Unlike conventional explosives, which primarily rely on a single rapid blast, thermobaric systems are known for generating intense heat and powerful pressure waves. The concept, in simplified terms, involves atmospheric interaction, creating a pressure effect that can be especially significant in enclosed environments. It is important to stress this explanation is purely scientific and educational. No technical or operational details are being discussed. Understanding the physics behind destructive technology does not mean endorsing its use, it means understanding its consequences. Research into high energy explosive systems expanded significantly during the 20th century, particularly in the Cold War era. Multiple nations explored advanced explosive concepts as military technology evolved. Thermobaric type systems have reportedly appeared in various conflicts over the decades. However, detailed information about their deployment is often limited or politically sensitive. Military analysts sometimes describe them in the context of fortified or enclosed combat zones. But history shows us something important. Every new weapon introduced into warfare eventually becomes part of a broader ethical debate. Modern warfare is governed not only by strategy but by international humanitarian law. Principles such as distinction, proportionality, and civilian protection are central to global legal frameworks. Because thermobaric effects involve pressure and heat dynamics, concerns have been raised about their potential impact in urban or densely populated environments. Human rights organizations continue to question whether certain high-impact weapons increase the risk of excessive suffering. The debate is not just military, it is moral. Weapons themselves are not always automatically banned. Context matters. International frameworks, including the Geneva Conventions, regulate how weapons may be used, especially regarding civilian protection. Organizations such as the United Nations monitor armed conflicts and advocate for humanitarian standards. While thermobaric weapons are not universally prohibited under a single global ban, their use remains subject to international scrutiny and legal interpretation. The central legal question is not simply, can they be used, but rather, under what circumstances and at what human cost. In films and video games, explosions are spectacle, fireballs, shockwaves, cinematic drama, but real-world consequences are not cinematic. They involve injuries, infrastructure collapse, displacement, and long-term trauma. When technology is portrayed without context, it risks desensitizing audiences. Education restores that context. Thermobaric weapons sit at the intersection of physics, military strategy, and humanitarian law. They remind us that modern warfare is no longer only about territory. It is about responsibility. So here's the final question. As technology becomes more powerful than ever before, will humanity evolve just as quickly, or will our inventions outpace our conscience?